Here's Johnny! Scratch that. It's Danny's time to shine. Well, we'll see about that actually. Dr. Sleep is an adaptation of Stephen King's novel of the same name, but it's also set in the same universe as Stanley Kubrick's 1980 film The Shining. Here's everything you need to know before you go. In this sequel, we pick up the story of Danny Torrance, the son of Jack Torrance, played by Jack Nicholson in The Shining. Before we dig into the film, let's talk about the cinematic version of The Shining for a bit. Jack Nicholson starred as the terrifying and now iconic husband and father who takes his wife Wendy and young son Danny to work as caretakers of the Overlook Hotel for a winter season. After spending some time there, the family is tormented by visits from ghosts in the hotel. But Danny is different in that he has a special gift of psychic ability.
She called it shining. And for a long time, I thought it was just the two of us that had the shine to us. Just like you probably thought you was the only one.
His father, on the other hand, is not so lucky and succumbs to the pressures of the evil spirits that live there. In the end, he goes crazy and tries to kill his family. He should have listened to his wife. Hey, wise tip, she's always right.
Is it the truth, really?
The 1980 film was based on the novel The Shining, written by best-selling author and king of horror novels, Stephen King.
Mike's movie stands on its own, but it's also a terrific sequel to Stanley Kubrick's film.
And in 2013, Stephen King published his sequel novel to the 1977 original book. King said he always thought to himself, what would have happened to Danny considering the amazing gifts he had?
I always wondered what happened to Danny when he grew up, and I felt that I had a story to tell.
It's important to understand the approach taken in the adaptation of Dr. Sleep. Director Mike Flanagan more strictly followed the Dr. Sleep book for the plot and borrowed from Kubrick's The Shining to use as a visual guide.
It was a movie I was desperate to see.
The story of Dr. Sleep revolves around Danny, played by Ewan McGregor, still being haunted by the trauma he experienced as a child at the Overlook Hotel. He even meets a young child who has the same gift as himself. Danny assumes the role of her protector as she is vulnerable to terrifying spirits. But instead of using his abilities, he rejects them. We also see an old friend appear, Dick Halloran. But we have questions. The cook, Dick Man Halloran, played by Scatman Crothers, died at the end of the Shining film. We see him in the Dr. Sleep trailer, so is he a ghost that Danny is able to see, or did he survive? You can also look forward to seeing Rebecca Ferguson. She co-stars as the villain Rose the Hat, the leader of an evil cult called the True Knot. Carl Lumbly is Dick Halloran. And we have newcomer Kylie Curran, who plays Abra. Bruce Greenwood also appears as Dr. John. Fun fact, director Mike Flanagan and his crew painstakingly recreated iconic moments from The Shining. No footage from the original film was repurposed. So now you know, and now you can go see Dr. Sleep in theaters early on October 30th, only through Fandango.